Hello, it's Morgan Shook. I haven't been on for a really long time. I hope you guys had a great summer. I am actually getting ready to go to an event tonight. So I decided, since I'm going to do my makeup, I will do my makeup for anybody who's out there. Hi Mandy Lee. Thanks for hopping on. So without further ado, hello. I am going to do my makeup for an event tonight. It's like business, but it's nighttime and it's the ability to wear makeup, and I love wearing makeup. I love also not wearing makeup, but I love both. Hi guys, Giordano, TMD, what's your name on Instagram? Sorry, I don't have my Instagram, so I can't see what everybody else's names are. Noni, Marlon. Hi. Okay, so it's Morgan Shook. Hello. Hello, Noni. Hi, Amy. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mike. Okay, so I'm on next week. Wait. Mike, I got a retinol. I made a retinol. Active Argon made a retinol. I have hated retinol my entire life. Hi, Maria. I have hated retinol. I thought it was evil. I thought it was like putting battery acid on your skin. My dermatologist always loved it and was like, you have to use retinol. It clears your skin up. It gets rid of wrinkles, blah, blah, blah. My skin would peel, would burn, it's worse than vitamin C. And now you know I love vitamin C. We did a retinol. You're gonna love it. I love it. And if I love retinol, then you know I changed it. Okay, so I'm going out. I have an event tonight, so I'm going out. So I want you guys to know, and I'm gonna add a little bit of more water to my skin. I put on all of my regular stuff from this morning, and then I just put on Zizifora. Because I love the way that Zizifora makes my skin feel like, hello, Mosh, Megan, oh, hi, Jadora Vista. I love following you too. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, so I've got Zizifora on because I love when my skin looks like glass before I even put any makeup on. You don't always have to put makeup on. Right now, I am going to, hi, Sherry. Hello, everyone. I'm going to keep going. I am shaking. My friend Maria shook her bronzing, and I think it was open, and it went flying, and I think it ruined her, I think it might have ruined her wallpaper, but I keep it closed. So I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of bronzing, because I just love, I just love that it gives you guys a little bit of tan. Now, if your complexion is darker by nature, you can use this, and it's almost like a foundation, and it actually makes your skin look glowy and beautiful. So I love the bronzing oil. See, and it's super hydrated at the same time. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is take my stain of my brow. Remember, your brows do not have to be super thick. They do not have to be super dark. They need to look like you, and they need to match up with your cheekbone and your jaw to open up your eyes. Everyone has a different face. Everyone, I know that. But I will tell you, on average, when I'm doing someone's makeup, many people have close set eyes, which means that the eyes are more inset than wide. If you have wide eyes, God bless you, but I don't. My eyes are small and they're close set. So what I'm doing in every way I can is extending my brow. I'm filling it in and I'm extending it with a stain, because I don't think, and it doesn't have to be super dark. I do not really darken my brows. I kind of just fill in the whites in between. They don't have to be a lot darker, but what they do is need to be longer. Explain things awesomely. Oh, thank you. I think I'm terrible and that I have the attention span of a squirrel. So I love that you just gave me that compliment. Thank you very much. Okay, so my brows, I did this with a stain because I'm going out and it's going to be evening, which is the most gracious lighting that you can ever be in. We should all be in candlelight forever, because I love candlelight because it's so forgiving on your skin. I'm taking the blonde Tom Ford, and I am just going over the stain I just did, just to give my very thin weak brows, a little wax, okay? Because this is a stain, which means it stains my skin, but this is a wax, so you're getting a little bit of color. And what I love about the Tom Ford, and if you can't get Tom Ford or if it's too pricey, there's a company called Ofra. Is this it? No. Yes. This is not it, but I'm gonna find it because I really want you guys to see it. It's OFRA, and they have a universal brow. This is it, Ofra. They have a universal brow that it's not brown and it's very reasonable, and you can get the same basic idea with the wax and the color just to extend it. Now, here's the trick with extending your brows. Our brows naturally go down slope. If you're pulling it down further, you make your face droop. I want you to lift your temple, watch, lift your temple, go straight out, watch that, and then release. Do you see that it didn't turn this comma? It didn't make me look like I had these like little sperm brows. Sorry, but that's what I always call them when I see people with sperm brows. So it just gives you this gentle shape. Okay, brows done. You've got Tom Ford, or you've got Ofra, O-F-R-A, and this color is called, it's called Eyebrow. It's called Universal. Oh my gosh, I got it right. Okay, then I'm going to take my Active Argan palette. Now, you can use any concealer you want. My passion and the whole reason I started doing makeup to begin with was because foundation and tinted moisturizer sinks into your skin and makes your pores bigger and causes you skin problems. The first thing I ever did was invent foundation that is dry. Why? Because what we put on our face that's good for us, we want to sink in. So that's whatever moisturizer you're using, whatever oil you're using, whatever serums you're using, those are nourishing your skin. We want them to sink in. Makeup is product. We don't want that to sink in. We want that to cover what we need to cover, bounce the shadows that are naturally occurring on our face, and make our skin look beautiful without looking like we're wearing makeup. That's not a compliment. Hi, Harley. I know, I think of you when I never do lives because I'm always, it's like, do I have enough battery on my phone? Am I in my bathroom? Do I have somewhere to go? Is it a normal time that you guys are gonna jump on? Are you gonna be able to ask me questions? Like, there's so much that goes on in my brain that it's like, takes me out every time. Okay, here's my palette. One has eye cream in it. I take a tiny bit of that, and you do not have to use my products, but I go straight into the crease around my eyes. And you can see this is a tiny little brush, that's all you need. Crease in the eyes. Then I use the cream with the light one to get rid of my dark circles and to cover up the broken capillaries or the veins on my eyes. My lids, okay? Now, we don't want to use a lot. You can always add more. It's much harder to take it away than to add more. Now, between my eyes, where I've got some darkness, on my brow bone, where I'm sinking a little bit right there, but I think all the products I'm using are making a big difference. The nose to mouth line, bounce that up one shade. Now, if you've got lighter skin than I have, you're gonna be a light. If you've got darker skin than I have, you're gonna be a dark. But you're gonna mix and match these colors. This is the puppet lines. And I'm just gonna keep going and throw this on. And then I'm going to, when you use your product, UK, please. Alicia, I had a meeting, Alice, I had a meeting yesterday about going international. So I might be on a TV in Europe, in Asia, in Moscow. As my kids get older and no one needs me, I am going on the road with Active Argan. Okay, so now, here's what my face looks like with my concealer on. So you see, I bounced this part up, bounce this part up, this. And then where my skin is a little ruddy around my nose, I used a color that's exactly the same shade. And now watch, do you see how this is like bouncing I am literally bouncing the sponge, barely touching my eyes, you see I'm not even moving my eye. I am not smashing this into my skin. I am warming it up to the temperature of my skin, and then it's staying on my skin without sinking in. That's the goal. Okay? There you go. Look at that. Totally blended in. If I need to add a little bit later, I can, because it's not liquid, so it's not gonna sink into my skin. Next thing I'm gonna do is stain my lip. Okay, why do I like a lip stain? I like a lip stain because it's completely weightless. Do you see where the color line of my lip has dropped out? I'm almost 55 years old. It's gonna happen, whatever. A lip stain, this one's by Pixie. This one is by Color Sensational by Maybelline. This one is by Pop Beauty and Mocha. This one is by Palladio in pink. I have so many of them, and you can find them as well. This is by Palladio. This is like a darker color. Nude by Palladio. I like nude because we can always change the color, but this one is Pixie, and the name of it is, it's called a lip blush. They look like magic markers, but here's the trick. Take your shoulder, take your ear, put your ear towards your shoulder. Look at where the ridge line is, the mountain top of your lip. The color may be dissipating. It may be fading because we're getting older, and that's what happens. It's full of color when you're little, and then it starts to fall out as you get older. We're gonna take the lip, and I'm going to, do you see that I just went at the very ridge? Same thing at the bottom. Look at that. How much bigger is my lip right now? But because it's a stain, there's no thickness at all. It's not leaving a waxy buildup. Now you can fill it all in with this color. You can, sometimes I'm not paying attention because I kind of did overline my lips, but it's stained, so you can just take it right off before it dries. Okay, there it is. That's a little darker than I would normally do. But what do I have? I have a Clinique Chubby. I can put a Clinique Chubby on and see, oh, my Clinique Chubby just broke. Like literally, it's going in the trash. Cannot wait to get rid of stuff in my makeup case. Okay, I am going to just put on Supple Balm. It's right here from Active Argon. I'm going to put on Supple Balm because it's my favorite. And my lips are a little dark now. So, okay, next up, eyeliner. Okay, I am going to use...
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Oh my gosh, Alexa is talking to me. Okay, so let's do eyeliner. I am going to use Brown by Marc Jacobs. And I am going to pull it out. So hold your finger on your eye. Do not pull on your eyes ever. Do not pull on your face ever. Basically, never touch your face. I really don't want you to touch your face. I'm going underneath my eye. Now here's what I want you guys to see. I'm going under my eye. Now, normally you would go up, right? I'm going out. I'm going straight out because I am going to create a bigger eye for myself. I'm doing it with a brown color, and then I'm going to see where my crease is in my eye. That's how small my eye is. I'm going to change where my crease is. And my friend Maria was doing photos the other day, and I was trying to explain to her, it doesn't matter like what you're doing your makeup for, you have to pull your eye out because no matter what, it's going to look wider. Okay, and I'm going to get a brush. Probably should have set this up before I started, and I'm gonna blend. And I am now creating this new shadow crease for my eye. You see that? I just made my eye wider. Cool, right? I'm gonna do the other side so you guys can see it again. Go under your eye with a light brown or a couple shades darker brown. Instead of going up like the almond of your eye, you're gonna go straight out. You're gonna attach it, and you're going to widen your crease and make it look like your brow bone is higher. And then you can just hold your eye and blend it. We don't want this to be super obvious. Obviously, it's a little darker right now because I want you guys to see this in my light. Don't pull too much. You want to pull the least amount as you can. But there are my new crease, my new eyeshadow, my new eye sculpt. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take black. I'm using Marc Jacob again. I'm going to jiggle into my lash line so I don't have this big heavy liner, but my eyes pop. I'm jiggling it into the roots of my lashes, and then I'm pulling it out just a tad. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Pull out just a tad. Inside. Now, if I were to just draw this line, I would be making my eyes look so much smaller. And I want to keep everything wide, open, young looking. I don't want to try and close in my small eyes even more. And I'm just blending this into that little crease that I just did. Now, I used to actually never use powder on my eyes, but since I've been using, it's crazy, but since I've been using Active Argan, I feel like my eyes are so much more hydrated that they don't really dry out anymore with powder shadow. So I could use any color I want. Let's see what we want to do here. Let's see the Pat McGrath. What do I have? Pat McGrath. Obsessed with Pat McGrath. The one makeup artist I was dying to work with as a model that I never got to work with. Okay, so this is Pat McGrath. These are crazy expensive, so if you're not a junkie, don't get this. If you are a junkie, you can get these palettes, but since I am a junkie, I have these palettes. Okay, so I am going to take a soft brush, very soft, and I'm just going to take a combo of the pink and the white, and I'm gonna just put that on my lid to make my lids look bigger. There you go, see that? Wow, did you see how that just popped the lid? So I'm gonna take that pink again and the white, so it's not very much, and I'm going to pop the lid. There we go. And then I think I'll just take the white and do under my brow bone. Just a tiny bit, you don't need a lot, okay? Now, depending on what I was gonna wear tonight, I could either do the tan, or I could do kind of this green or the rust or even black. But since I don't know what I'm wearing yet, I'm just gonna take this tan. I'm just gonna go underneath my eye to just kind of set this crease. And I'm gonna do it under my eyes. So here's what I want you guys to pay attention to this part right here. If your eyes are super crepey, using a powder is not going to be ideal because powder's entire reason for being is to absorb oil. I'm using Active Argan because I want super moist, juicy skin that's thick and bouncy and just young, right? I don't have crepey around my eyes anymore. I did, but I don't. So whatever your eye cream or eye serum is that you're using, if it's working, you should do something just like this for Doozy TV. I'm going to do something like this. Are you going to tell everybody my business? That's upcoming, you guys. I am going to have some amazing new live streaming video. Not only am I on Shop HQ. Oh, by the way, Evine, the channel that I'm on next week and that I sell Active Argon on, has changed the name today to Shop HQ. Shop HQ is now Evine. So if you've been a shopping channel person, it was, I think, Shop NBC, right? Shop NBC, and then it was Evine, and now it's Shop HQ. I love being on there. And that's Jess Manuel. Jess Manuel, I'm going to be on with you next week. I'm so excited. And I'm going to, but it's now called, Evine is now Shop HQ. Notice, you're totally right. Thank you. Okay, so my eyeshadow's done. Now I am going to curl my lashes because I do not want this to be the longest video of all time because I never stop talking. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna do a little recap so you understand everything that's on my skin. You know, I started out with, I'm gonna show you really quickly. I showed it out with rinsing my face today and using Day Factor Stem Cell. Right after that, a half a pump of plasma serum. And then all over drops. My oil, my favorite thing. When I was in Morocco, by the way, Morocco is called the land of sand and wind, and it is that. The fact that I didn't come home looking like a mummy is because of Active Argon. That place will dry you out and you will age 30 years in a week. Okay, and then I did ZZ4, and that is what is on my face right now. And then I just did bronzing drops, and then I covered up all of my issues with Active Argon. Can't wait to call in during your show to talk about Day Factor. Do you love Day Factor? I'm so happy. Every time you guys tell me you love a product, it's like one of my babies. It's like when someone tells me a compliment about my daughters. I'm like, I birthed that. Thank you. I'm so happy you like it. I birthed my daughters and I birthed Day Factor. Do you know how excited I am? Yes, Allison, I'm so excited. So, okay, so let me do my mascara. Again, we do know what my attributes are. I'm fun at parties. I'm extremely loyal, but I have no eyelashes. And the eyelashes I have are blonde, which is a joke. So I'm going to use the Clinique Lash Builder, which I bought 2 of last weekend. They're very hard to find. So if you can find Lash Builder from Clinique because you have eyelashes like mine, got a sample of your retinol today. Can't wait to try it. Okay, we can talk about this for a second, even though I don't want to be a spoiler. I have hated retinol my entire life. I have had more than one fight with my derm, Dr. Hale, Dr. Elizabeth Hale, because she loves retinol, and retinol burns the snot out of my skin, and I have hated it. Like, I would try it one night. I would get so much dryness that it would flake and become a sore, and then be a dry patch with a pimple in it. And I was like, whose idea is this to be something good for your skin? She swears by it. We have like fights about it all the time. And we took it, we added a prep. So it's enzymes. I'm gonna show you mine. It's step 1, because I'm simple, so I need 1 too. It's step 1, put on a half a pump of the serum. It has got enzymes in it. It's got active argon complex in it. It hydrates your skin, it calms your skin, it actually lowers the temperature of your skin. And then once it's dry, after 30 seconds, you put on a half a pump of step 2, which is the retinol. And because we've activated it, the retinol transfers into retinoic acid faster. So the first night, you are going to see brighter skin. And you are not going to have any redness, and you do not have to be careful around your eyes. It is completely safe, it is completely gentle, and someone like me can use retinol now. So try it. I'm doing it with the stem cell serum first because my skin is so sensitive, but other people have been using it with their packets straight and they love it. Jess Manuel, straight, love it. She doesn't, not everybody needs to use the stem cell first. You can skip your stem cell if you want, or you can use stem cell first, and then after it dries, I put on a little bit of plasma serum, and then I put on platinum drops. That was my routine last night, and I woke up and my skin looked beautiful. So what does retinol do? So retinol was originally prescribed for super acneic skin or other skin issues, and what people realize is kind of like an off-label, that when you use the retinol, your skin was brighter, more even-toned, and less wrinkled. So it's kind of like Botox, right? Botox was used originally for headaches, migraines, and perfusive sweating, but then everybody who did a migraine for Botox had no wrinkles. So Botox cosmetic was designed, that was an off-label, what they call an off-label. So retinoic acid, vitamin A, all that kind of stuff was originally for acneic skin, but the side effects, it's like the first time side effects were actually good. Joseph, how are you? The first time side effects were actually good was retinol, and that's why your skin will be bright and moist and thick. After the retinol dries, do you moisten skin again before adding other products? I did. You don't have to, but if you know me, you know that I'm completely addicted to adding tiny layers of water, so I use less product. I love you, Joseph. I love you, and I miss you too. I was always hurt, and I've had PRP in my shoulder twice, and I've had PRP in my knee twice, and I'm hoping I can come back soon. So I always moisten. All right, so my makeup is basically done. I think I'm going to just do a tiny bit of blush, which I'm not sure. Oh, I do have it. So this was a blush that I made when I was on HSN, and I'm hoping to make it again. The more color products that are asked for at Shop HQ, the more I will make them. But right now, Active Argan has kind of taken over. And I'm just gonna give myself a little blush. Now here's something I want you guys to remember. Bronzing and contouring go on the side. Blush, which is the color you make when you're a little kid or someone embarrasses you or it's a funny, dirty joke or whatever, goes right from your pupil onto your cheek, and that's it. I don't wanna see any pink over here or any peach over here. Contouring should be super subtle. If I know that you are contouring, you lose. If I see a super thin contoured nose, I know that you think your nose is too wide. Okay, well, if you can think your nose is too wide, but don't let us know that. I think my eyes are too close together, but I don't want it to be this big, obvious thing that I'm pulling my eyes out. I want it to be subtle. So everyone thinks that you were just born that way. We can all have insecurities. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you should just love you for yourself. Of course, we all have insecurities, but let's handle them in a way that doesn't draw more attention to them, right? So if your skin is dry, I want you to fix your moisture barrier, right? I don't care whose products you use. I love my products. I will be making them for the rest of my life because I want to look good for the rest of my life. But I don't care whose products you use. What I want you to know is that your skin must be moist, thick, and stay hydrated for at least 4 to 8 hours. If you put your moisturizer on every morning, I don't care if it's a $8,000 moisturizer, and your skin feels tight or feels dehydrated or looks thin or translucent, your skin is losing moisture. And if your skin is losing moisture, you're aging. So let's just handle it and move on to more important things in our lives. Like, I don't know, your family, like your health, like, art, whatever. Anyway, I'm finished with my makeup. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with my hair. It's a mess and it's so humid. Look at this mess, holy smokes. Okay, one issue at a time I'm going to deal with, and this is not it for today. But I love you all. Thank you for staying on. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions, you can DM me. I will be on Shop HQ next Tuesday night, Shop HQ. all day Wednesday. Any questions you have, if you hate my products, but you just want to know what's something similar and you want to hear about them, ask me. I know every product. I still have every product. I keep trying products and I keep going back to Active Argan because my skin is amazing and it's never been amazing my whole life. So I'm super psyched. Anyway, I love you all. Be good to each other and give someone a compliment at least once a day. Someone else. All right. Goodbye.